What's happening, guys? Well, here's the column for the 95. Only problem is this car is a 98. And they started putting those chips in those keys, I think, right about this time. So I think my problem is going to be the ignition. I'm pretty sure the steering column will fit, but is everything going to be plug and play? So I have to go home and open up the Hollander. I think my book goes up to 98 or 2000. I'm not sure. I have to look at it and make sure and see if this will interchange, because I know most of the parts are the same, but I don't know about that key. But guess what? We're going to find out, aren't we? It's too bad, because this car is actually nicer than the black one, but the motor's locked up. It's got 128,000 miles on it, you know. But it's actually a pretty nice car. My dad decided to move cars around and didn't pay no attention. And he backed into the fender. Like I says, I mean, it's a nice car. I mean, everything's in good shape on the car. But my dad, he decided to back up into that fender, which, you know, and we could always put a fender and a motor on the car, but I think I'm going to just take the parts off and fix that one with 93,000. You know? But yeah, I'm going to have to go back and check and look at the Hollander and see what they say. I know the column will interchange. I'm just worried about the ignition, because the keys in the 98s, if I ain't mistaken, these have a chip in them. But I'll find out for sure. I'll find out for sure. Matt was asking about a Ranger around 2000 and stuff like that. Guys, when I buy cars, I buy them as cheap as possible. I don't spend a lot of money on them. So a Ranger like this, four-wheel drive, this truck runs down the road good and everything like that. I think I paid $600 for it. And the body's rough on it, but it's a good little truck. You know what I'm saying? Well, I don't pay a lot of money for cars. People might, you know, they like to pay a lot of money and say they're worth this and worth that. But when you're buying to sell, you know, you got to make enough room where you can make some money. So, all right, well, I'll probably get back with you guys a little bit later on. Thanks for checking me out. What's going on, gang? Back in the garage at home. You know, I just took it over to the yard. We took a look at the Mustang that I'm going to use for the parts. Got to see what that steering column is going to do and see what it'll fit. This is what I got here. This is the Hollander books and stuff that I use for interchanging parts. I can't quite remember what year they go up to, but I know they go up to 98, because that's the year that I went into Detroit Diesel. So let's get these down and take a look and see what we can get on the interchange, and then we'll go from there. See what we got here. So, all right, let me get these books. I'll be right back. I know it'll fit. There's no doubt in my mind it'll fit. I'm just worried about the key, because if I ain't mistaken, there's a chip in those keys, and the 94, 95 didn't have that chip. That's why I was able to jump it like I am, you know. If I didn't have the chip, I wouldn't be able to jump it like it is. At least I don't think I could. I don't know. I'll have to find out one day, won't I? All right, well, let me get back with you. Let's find out, see what we got. I gotta get the steering column so I can make sure I get it right. What's going on, YouTubers? Hope everybody's having a great day. I don't know if I'm having a great day because it's still chilly out there. Sun's shining, but it's chilly. So anyhow, last night, man, I went to the old Mercury and just stuck the key in the ignition to see if it would start, because last time I had to charge the battery on it. So I stuck the key in the ignition. Thing fired right up, man. Sat there and idled just perfect. And I can't remember the last time, but there was snow on the ground when I started the last time. That was probably 2 months ago, or at least a month. So I went out there, fired right up, let it warm. Heat got hot and everything like that. Let it warm up good. Shut it off. Hit it again. Fired right back up. I gotta get the parts for that car and fix it, don't I? Yeah, buddy. Anyhow, I checked on the Mustang. I got one I have over at the yard is a 1998. So I don't think I can use the steering column out of it because the keys had little chips in them in 97, 98. I think they started at 96 or 97. I'm not real positive on that. But the 94 and 95 interchange, but I don't have a 94 or 95. All I got is a 98. But I can still use the seats or whatever I want to use out of it because it'll still work on there. The only problem is I don't believe the steering column will work. Rich from Mustang Connection, hope he chimes in so he can let me know, because he probably knows better than I do. So Rich, if you're watching this, will a 95 steering column work out of a 1998? Did I say that right? No, I didn't, did I? Well, steering column of a 1998 work in my 95. How's that? That's better. Okay. Anyhow, so I went the other day and I got some plans drawn up for the building for Lee's Auto Parts. Because I told you I'm going to put a building up. And so I have to go with like a 30 by 30 because I got to stay within the 900 square feet. So once I get that built and get everything taken care of, then I'll probably add on to it. But until then, I'm going with 30 by 30. So should be a pretty nice building. What I got the plans worked out to be, I didn't have no windows put in the building because if you got windows, they'll probably end up breaking in them and crawling through them or whatever. Plus I can always put windows in on a later date if I decide to do that. My oldest son, he works for a window building company, so I'll get some kind of a discount through him if I decide to go that route. So let me show you what we got on the plans and everything, and hope you guys enjoy. Excuse the screwing around here. So yeah, so this is basically the building, which is a 30 by 30, and this right here would be the front door. I didn't want to put a door all the way in the back, so I had one. I'm going to put one on the side here, because that way you can still see it through the gate. If you put one on the very back, then you won't be able to see it. You know, so, but yeah, it's going to be a 30 by 30. That's the skeleton of it. But like the guy says, we can put the door anywhere we want to, really. But you figure my front office will be right here. So it's pretty nice, you know, building. That's, and you know, the thing about it is, I don't think the price is all that bad. We're looking about $8,000 just for the building. So, but this is the plans. Now, if this is going to be the exact building we're going to use, I'm still unsure yet. Me and my dad has gone through it, and we're both pretty excited about it. So, We'll see what he's gonna do, see what I'm gonna do. We gotta get the money together. So hopefully it works out. I still gotta get, go down and see the builder. Make sure that we can do this, because I don't want to go out and spend the money on the building and then find out something's messed up. Because I still got to check to make sure that I can take the house down and put this up, or if I got to put this up where the garage is at. So I'm not real sure, but I'm going to make sure before I do anything, which hopefully it'll be this week. So I hope everybody's doing well. I just figure I'd give you a little update. And here's some of my friends here, my YouTube buddies. Oh yeah, look at those stickers. Man, they are sharp, ain't they? I'm gonna tell you something, we got a great bunch of guys here. And I really enjoy doing the videos and watching everybody else's videos. Really enjoy it. I watch them about every day. A lot of times if I don't say anything, you can bet I put you a thumbs up there, because I'll be at work and I'm busy and I'm watching this and I'm working at the same time. Yeah, sometimes I can multitask, not much, but every now and then I can. But I'll be watching and listening to the videos and I hit the thumbs up, but I don't say much. So I try to come back later on and try to say something, or hi or whatever, but I always try to make some kind of a comment. It may not be that day, but later on. I got the hood off the Fairmont, put it on top, put the chrome pieces away, tape them all together so that way I know where I won't lose nothing. And I want to ask you guys, on the engine compartment on this thing, do you think it'd be better if I buy the panels and have them welded in to the engine compartment? That way it makes everything looks real smooth, nice and clean. Or should I just go in there and weld up the hose and use some kind of filler to smooth everything out? I'm kind of going with the panels, but I'd like to sandblast the inner and put some kind of coating on it before I put the panels on there. But you guys that's doing the body work and has been doing body work, I like to see what you guys think about it, because that engine compartment does get kind of hot, and I don't know how the Bondo or the fiber fill, whatever type of filling I plan on using, how that will work with the heat from the engine. So that's why I'm kind of thinking about going and just having the panels made up, which I can buy them I think from Scott's Panels or whatever it's called, and go ahead and just weld them in there, prime them up and paint it, because I'm going to paint the engine compartment the same color as the car. The inner fenders and everything will be all painted black. So I just kind of like to know what you body guys think, because I'm not a body man, and my uncle, he's up in the UP and he's going to paint it for me, everything like that. But I don't know if he's really into the body panel stuff in the engine compartment, so I'm not going to bother asking him. I'm going to ask you, the people who know. But anyhow, hey man, I appreciate you guys watching. Like, subscribe, thumbs up, thumbs down. It don't make a difference. A thumbs down is nothing but an upside down thumbs up. That's all there is to it. You know why? Because you watched it. So if you come back and keep watching, that must mean you must have liked something. All right, guys, let me show you this engine compartment real quick, and then I'm going to let you go. So yeah, there's the hood. Oh yeah, baby. So anyhow, I can buy panels to cover up all these holes, because I'm not going to have no heat. I'm not going to have no air conditioning or nothing in this car. So all these holes, everything's going to be covered up. And I can buy a panel that'll cover it up, and I can buy the panel that goes across here and cover all that up. All right. The hood's a bolt on, so I'm going to keep the hinges. But these are the holes that I'm talking about. So should I just weld those up and smooth it out? Of course, I have to use some type of a filler, Bondo, fiber fill, something. This right here, actually, is the only rust on the car. Literally, is the only rust on the car. So, and that's probably from the battery, because that's where the battery sits. But yeah, they have everything here that'll cover all this up, and back here, real nice panels. And that's kind of what I'm thinking about going with. But then I started thinking that there's a lot of holes here, but not as many as some of these Fox bodies have, because some of these Fox bodies, they got a lot of holes in them, man, because of the fuel injection and all the little, you know, connectors and everything else. They all got to, you know, have all that stuff in there. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about this, so that way I can get to work on her. Of course, I won't be doing the welding. I'll have to have my buddy come over and do some welding. Oh man, don't let me forget about the go-kart. The go-kart was supposed to be done yesterday, the frame, but they didn't get the frame done. Said he had to go to Lansing, whatever it may be. But that's out of my control. There's not a whole bunch I can do. You know. Kind of warm in here today. Where is it? Shoot, man, it's about 60, 62 degrees. I kind of like that. But anyhow, that was from an old car show a few years ago. You know. See, I told you guys I like stickers. Look at that. I got stickers everywhere. I got them on that lid. I got them on that lid. Yeah, I like me some stickers. You know, I even got them on that. But yeah, I figured I'd show you guys the plans and everything that I got for the building, for the yard. And like I said, my dad, he's extremely happy with it. So, like I said, like, subscribe, comment, thumbs up, thumbs down. Who cares? Thumbs down, Oz is upside down, thumbs up. Okay, guys, I hope you have a great day, and I will talk with you soon.